Yes, 100%.
Yeah, I mean, it's
That was
true.
the first thing that I thought of.
I remember some people asked me if Germans drink beer for breakfast, and no, we don't. Hi, hello.
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 Hello. My name is Megan. I am from America.
Hi, I'm Francesca. I'm from Germany.
What are some US stereotypes? I'm curious to know what you think. I have one that came to mind at first, but
I think there's like the new stereotype, girls with huge water bottle, wearing shorts, they're super tan.
tan, okay. They do want to be tan often. I was gonna say, we always look like we're going to the gym. I'm dead. The big water bottles.
But that's a good habit.
I should drink water,
Yeah.
you're right. I live in a permanent state of dehydration.
Drink water.
Drink water right now. But seriously, that's hilarious. What about guys? Like, what would you say? Would you describe men?
Profile picture from 2015 holding a fish. Wearing a baseball cap and holding a fish. Like,
Oh, well, that's funny because like everybody over 40 is still doing that. Like my big catch. German stereotype. Unfriendly. Yes, I've definitely heard this.
that's so sad.
I know, which is sad.
We're not unfriendly. We are very friendly. You know,
To foreigners or to other Germans?
to everyone, I think. When you make eye contact with someone, you smile or you say hello.
Oh, really?
So I think actually we're friendly.
I don't think I've ever met a German that wasn't friendly. I just think that in my head, when I picture Germany, I think it's the fact that we think the language is aggressive, that it comes with like the unfriendliness.
That makes sense.
It feels aggressive.
So you know, the thing is like, there are some things that maybe seem rude or unfriendly because of cultural differences. But overall, I think in some cities, people are less friendly. Like the bigger the city is, the
True.
less
True.
friendly people
Yeah.
are. But overall, I think Germans are still pretty friendly.
Again, I haven't met an unfriendly German other than the guy in the airport
Yeah.
that was really mean. And I just felt like everybody hated their life in the airport, but that's like the airport, you know?
I think it's because tip culture is such a big thing in America.
Yeah.
Even if they are having a really bad day, they're gonna
Yeah.
be super friendly to
I
you.
was a waitress. I know those days. That's like your money.
Right.
Literally, you have to fake it.
Right. Who said that?
She's mad.
German food is so good.
I don't even know what would be considered the most famous German food.
It depends again on where you're from. We're very famous for pretzel and
Yes.
beer, of course.
Yes.
And then one of the most popular dishes is Schweinebraten, roast pork. And it has like a little crust that's made with like beer, and it's really good. And we eat it with red cabbage, and it's really good.
I don't think I've heard this stereotype. I don't think I can talk about food anymore. I'm getting really, really hungry. It
German
sounds
food is
so
really good.
She's like
Who said
defending
that?
herself. I've never
And
thought
bread.
it was bad.
We're super famous
Yes.
for bread.
That is what I remember. We were in the airport and I bought pastry of some kind, and my friend and I took a bite and we just like looked at each other like, I want
And it's cheap. If you go to just a bakery, it's like super cheap.
Yeah, it was delicious. No,
No.
wrong.
Yeah, maybe. She's like, oh, how can I say this?
No comment. No comment.
I don't think it's an ugly language because I don't believe there is an ugly language.
Oh, such a good answer.
I think it sounds a lot more harsh than other languages.
I think it's when you hear other languages and then you hear German and you're not used to it. It's really just aggressive.
Yeah.
It's very aggressive. But again, I said in the other videos, like I think the way you speak, I've not really interacted with like a woman who just like was speaking softly, kindly. I don't know. So I wouldn't call it ugly, but I wouldn't call it
Aggressive.
beautiful. It's just a language. I like what she said. There's no ugly languages. No sense of humor.
It's kind of true. I don't think we have no sense of humor, but I know a lot of Germans have a very different kind of humor than other countries. A little bit more dry, a little bit more sarcastic. So things that we find funny, maybe other people don't find funny. Overall, I think Germans are fun to be with, but of course it always depends on the people.
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty fun.
I like her. And the other Germans that I know were like crazy fun to hang out with. A little crazy, actually.
I have a theory, and it's like in Germany, there are not a lot of things to do. So I think that people have to be more fun. You actually have to be fun, or otherwise you're just gonna have a horrible time.
You know, a lot of people think of America as like New York, LA, and they think of it as like a city that has so much to do. No, I don't even go to those places like ever. I feel like I can relate well with you. There's not really anything to do, so you have to enjoy the people that you're with, or it's gonna be miserable. Yes, 100%.
Yeah, I mean, it's
That was
true.
the first thing that I thought of. That should be number one.
Easy.
She doesn't say that beer is her preference, but
Yeah.
it's definitely known for being a beer.
The thing is, like, you can have a beer when you're like eating dinner or something like that. Like,
What's the drinking age? I'm just curious.
for beer, it's 16.
Beer, it's different.
Beer and wine, it's 16, and then hard liquor is 18. A lot of things that are okay in Korea would be a big no-no in Germany. Like, for example, drinking with your coworkers or drinking with your boss. That's like, in Germany, if you do that, then I don't think you will ever recover from that. That's such a big no. I don't think the social life revolves around drinking. So when I first came here, I remember some people asked me if Germans drink beer for breakfast, and no, we don't. It's
Wake up
also,
to my glass of beer.
It's also not appropriate to drink before work or at work. So no, we don't do that. I wish it was not true.
Amen to that. In America too. It grosses me out every time. But I mean, honestly, it's always with Birkenstocks.
Oh yeah.
That's like the combo.
You know, it's
socks
like
and the
those sandals you use when you go
hiking.
Yeah. I did see my fair share of people doing that. Not everybody, of course, but yeah.
I mean, in the States as well. It is disgusting to me, but everybody loves it. And if you're against it, people are mad at you. They're very proud to like it. So they'll be like, look at my socks and sandals, and they're like proud of it. And I'm like, I love that confidence for you.
Confidence is key.
So this is common, socks and sandals?
It's not common, but you will definitely see it. Yeah. But in a cute way.
She said I made it fashionable. I cannot say that I've done it. If I did, I was taking out the trash. Direct. Oh.
Actually, I don't think so. Like, I know everybody says that, and I really think it kind of depends, but I think from my experience, I think Germans are very polite, and being polite is very important, especially when you're working or interacting with others. For example, if you are late every day, your boss will not come to you and say, "You're late, please be on time."
Yeah.
Your boss will say, "So, you know, Megan, I would really appreciate it if we could work on being on time a little bit more."
They would never yell?
I mean, it depends on the person.
But
I definitely think some people would, but they will never straightforward be like, "You need to be on time, you were late." There's no way in German you can communicate that and be polite at the same time. For me personally, I'm a very direct person, so I love being direct, but I think there's a difference between being rude about it or being polite about it. Yeah.
Okay. It's funny because I haven't really put my thoughts about Germans. I haven't really sat and thought about it, but every time a stereotype came up, I'd be like, oh yeah, I've heard that. Like, I'm like, oh yeah. I appreciated hearing like your side of it as a German.
I can accept everything because everybody's different. The only thing I cannot accept is that someone said our food is bad. You just haven't tried good German food.
So the food's good. She said, I'm gonna find you.
So today we reacted to some German stereotypes.
And if you like this video, leave a comment, hit like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.